Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Faisal Alfaruq. In this video, I want to talk about something that I've ever experienced when I reached 20 years old. That is about existential crisis. Most people experience anxiety, depression, and stress at some point in their life. For many, these emotions are short-term and don't interfere too much with their quality of life. But for others, negative emotion can lead to deep despair, causing them to question their place in life. This is known as an existential crisis. People can have an existential crisis when they start to wonder what life means and what their purpose or the purpose to life as a whole is. It can be a break in thinking pattern where you suddenly want to answer life's big question. It's not uncommon to search for meaning and purpose in your life. With an existential crisis, however, the problem lies in being unable to find satisfying answer. For some people, the lack of answer triggers a personal conflict from within, causing frustration and loss of inner joy. An existential crisis can affect anyone at any age, but many experience a crisis in the face of a difficult situation, perhaps the struggle to succeed. Everyday challenge and stresses may not provoke an existential crisis. This type of crisis is likely to follow deep despair or a significant event, such as a major trauma or a major loss. A few causes of an existential crisis is when you feeling guilt about something you have done, losing a loved one in death, or facing the reality of one's own death, feeling socially unfulfilled, or dissatisfaction with self. After I find out more about existential crisis, there was several different types of existential crisis. That is, crisis of freedom and responsibility. You have the freedom to make your own choice, which can change your life for the better or worse. Most people prefer this freedom as opposed to having someone make decisions for them. But this freedom also comes with responsibility. You have to accept the consequence of the choice you make. If you use your freedom to make a choice that doesn't end well, you can't put the blame on anyone else. For some, this freedom is too overwhelming, and it triggers existential anxiety, which is an all-encompassing anxiety about the meaning of life and choice. Then, the crisis of death and mortality. An existential crisis can also strike after turning a certain age. For example, your 50th birthday may force you to confront the reality of your life being half over, leading you to question the foundation of your life. You might reflect on the meaning of life and death, and ask questions like, what happens after death? Fear of what may follow death can trigger anxiety. This type of crisis can also occur after being diagnosed with a serious illness or when death is imminent. Then, the crisis of isolation and connectedness. Even if you enjoy a period of isolation and solitude, humans are social beings. Strong relationships can give you a mental emotional support, bringing satisfaction and inner joy. The problem is that relationships aren't always permanent. People can drive apart physically and emotionally, and death often separates loved ones. This can lead to isolation and loneliness, causing some people to feel that their life is pointless. Then, crisis of meaning and meaningless. Having a meaning and purpose in life can provide hope, but after reflecting on your life, you may feel that you didn't accomplish anything significant or make a difference. That can lead people to question their very existence. Then, the crisis of emotion, experience and embodiment. Not allowing yourself to feel negative emotion can sometimes lead you to an existential crisis. Some people block out pain and suffering, thinking this will make them happy, but it can often lead to a false sense of happiness. And when you don't experience true happiness, life can feel empty. On the other hand, embodying emotion and acknowledging feelings of pain, discontentment, and dissatisfaction can open the door to personal growth, improving an outlook on life. Now, the question is, what must we do if we experience this? Finding your purpose and meaning in life can help you to break free of an existential crisis. The first is, take control of your thoughts. Replace negative and pessimistic idea with positive ones. Telling yourself that your life is meaningless can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Instead, take steps to live a more meaningful life. Pursue a passion, volunteer for a cause in which you believe, or practice being compassionate. Then keep a gratitude journal to overcome negative feelings. Your life probably has more meaning than you think. Write down everything for which you are grateful. This might include your family, work, talents, qualities, and accomplishments. Then remind yourself of why life has meaning. Taking the time to self-explore can also help you break through an existential crisis. If you have difficulty seeing the good in yourself, ask your friend or family to identify your positive qualities. What positive impact have you had on their lives? What are your strongest, most admirable qualities? Then don't expect to find all the answers. This doesn't mean that you can seek the answer to life's big question. At the same time, understand that some questions won't have answer. An existential crisis can happen to anyone, leading many to question their existence and purpose in life. Despite the potential seriousness of this pattern of thinking, it is possible to overcome a crisis and move past this dilemma. The key is understanding how an existential crisis differs from normal depression and anxiety, and getting help for any feeling or thought that you can shake. Okay, that's all what I want to talk about existential crisis. If you want to find out more about this, you can find it on internet. Thank you for watching until the end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.